Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Living with Sin. It's your girl Sin, and here's where we feel sensational inside and out. I hope that you're having a sensational day. I know that I am. I woke up in London. It is Friday now. I landed on Tuesday, and it's not raining, which is nice. But yeah, the only thing is that I went to upload the videos that I made right before I left and the one at the airport, and yeah, they're MIA. They're not working. They're not, it's just not connecting. So I feel that maybe it's just not meant to be, those messages. Um so I'm just gonna let it be and let it rock. I'm sorry for that gap, but I promise you that we're gonna like have way more better whatever it is. I just feel that maybe everything happens for a reason, so I'm just gonna let it be and allow it to be. No need to stress over it because we can just create more. We are abundant, right? In this message, I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about my experiences so far. As you know, I went to Linden Park. That was really cool. Maybe I could like link some photos and stuff that I took with my friend. It was such a nice experience. We had mulled wine. I don't really drink, but it was a nice thing to try. Like, I guess it's like a spiced wine that they have out here. And then we walked around the city. I got to see the London Bridge, and we ended up at this, like, I guess it's considered a pub, but it was like I don't even know what to call it. It's like a bar, I guess, like a loungy. But it was really nice. It was like vinyls, very like old school, but like chic, like, you know, kind of bougie a little bit. I liked it. And everyone was just like a vibe. As soon as we got there, like, it was such a vibe. And let me tell you about that experience, okay? So before we got there, there's this song, like, I listened to a lot of like manifesting music, and there's this song, it's called basically like everything works out for me all the time, or something like that. Why does everything work out for me? Or something like that along those lines. And it's goddess manifesting music. But when I had played the song, it was 444. So it's, and then in the song it says, why does money like falls from the sky, like all these things. And I'm just like, what? So we're just like, you know, we're bumping the song as we're like walking. Everyone's looking at us, of course, because we different out here. We're happy. And so it's like, why does everything work out for me? You know, I just ask like all the questions, like, why does everything work out for us? Instead of asking, you know, we're always on like, why does something not work out for us? Like, why does this always happen to us? Like, kind of like victim mentality. Not kind of, like, it is a victim mentality. But instead of being like, why, or like, why does this happen? Be like, why is this always working out for me? Like, you know, and seeing things in a different perspective. But anywho, the story back to this at the pub or whatever, because it was pretty awesome. So we get in there and the door, and they're like, do you have a reservation? Obviously, they're big on reservation out here because it's busy, it's the city. And I'm just like, no. And you know, my friend, he wanted to eat or whatever, so he's like, oh, you know, you can find a spot at the bar and eat there or whatever. And so we're like, F it, whatever, we're just going with the flow, right? We're not like stingy or anything like that. And so we go up there, we look at the menu, and they have this this thing, it's called the cheap date. And I'm just like, that's so clever though. And it came with 2 personal pizzas and 2 drinks of your choice. Like, you can get like wine, a cocktail, whatever. And we're like, oh, let's do this. And it's not a date, by the way, just to let you know, like, he's mad cool or whatever. Like, we're just really, we're friends. And I just love like being connected to people that are like-minded like me. It's just amazing how God sent me that person. But we ordered the pizza, and at first I'm like, oh, I don't eat cheese. And he's like, damn. He's like, but I'm like, just get whatever, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not like, I can get this cauliflower or whatever. And then I look down, and then all of a sudden I see can substitute for vegan cheese. And I'm like, they have vegan cheese. I bet. So let's do it. So then we ended up doing that. So that worked out. And then we had to order with someone. Like, we tried to get the bartender. We had to order with like I guess the server, and like all the tables were reserved. So the guy was like, look, the best thing I could do is that if you stand at that pillar, you stand at this pillar, which, mind you, the pillar had like this little edge. Like, it was probably like this big, okay? But we're making it happen. We're making it work, okay? So we're standing, we're vibing, you know, the music's going, and they're playing like old music too, like funk music. Like, it was a vibe, okay? I don't know what it was called either, but it was a vibe. And maybe I'll post some pictures of that too, so you could see. What was I saying? So we're vibing, whatever. The girl comes out with the pizza. The woman comes out with the pizza. The two big like planks of pizza. And she's like, this is your pizza? I'm like, and there's like, that's not your table, blah, blah. Like, it was like a whole thing. And I'm like, look, like, we could just stand here and eat the pizza. She's like, how are you gonna eat the pizza? And I was like, can I have it? And like, I get it from her, and I'm just like this. Cause like, you just, like a plate, you know what I mean? So then another woman comes behind her. She's like, oh, you know, we need these tables, blah, blah, like talking about like another reservation. And then she was trying, like, they were conversating, whatever. And I guess there was like an open spot that came open. It had one chair, but it was like, you know, part of like a table that we can sit at, like I guess like a bar top, but like a small. It was like a bar top, but there was like two people there, and like the middle was open, you know, but it wasn't enough space for two people. And then we're just like, all right, why does everything work out? But like, that was like the whole theme of the night. And it was just such a vibe. And it's like, you know, we get so tied in like these perfect like settings or perfect ways of going. But like the moments like that, like regardless of what it is, it's much better because this is a surprise, you know? Like, it's like God universe is surprising you with something. And it ends up being like better than what you expect, you know what I mean? So the pizza was fire, by the way. I finished the whole pie, and mind you, I don't eat a lot, so that was very interesting too. But yeah, the whole night we're just like, why does everything work out for me? I want to find that song actually. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh no, because if I do this, yeah, no, I'll link it down below. Like, I'll put it in the description what the song is. But you could definitely find it on Spotify because he had asked me for it. And it's on Spotify and Apple Music. But yeah, such a good experience. I loved it. And then yesterday I ended up at a cafe because I'm working on something big, and I just finished it. I'm so excited for this. So do I say it now? Oh, okay, let's just talk about the experience real quick. So I ended up taking the bus all by myself. The red bus, I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Let me know down below. I forgot what it's called. The big red bus in London. I can't think of it. Yeah, no. Let me know down below. But I took the bus and I went to this cafe, and it's called the Black Sheep, which I found very interesting because I am the black sheep, and on the side panel said leave the herd, which I found another very interesting. But these are just synchronicities, like little signs from the universe, and I love it. I love the communication. And by the way, like, if you don't know, like, God, universe, like, that's how it speaks to us, you know, the energy, through synchronicities, people, you know, signs and things like that. And everybody has like their own way of their communication, but that's my communication. I get it through people, through signs, like billboard signs, synchronicities, through numbers. I've been seeing like a lot of numbers more frequently, as I started to go through this transformation and stuff. So it's a really beautiful thing. And if you don't know like what it means or whatever, if something comes up, like, let's say you're talking about love or money or something like that, and you see like 444, 333, like, look it up. Look it up and see what the universe has for you. You'll be very surprised of what you could find. So, what was I gonna say? Do I tell them? I'm like asking, do I tell them? Okay. So I've been working on something very, very, very divine. And this is something that I've stepped away from and I came back to multiple times, because in this process I had to gain, obviously, the confidence, and I needed to clear any scarcity or lack or self-doubt that I've had within myself. I've had to become my higher self in order to be able to become the best mentor, the best guide, to be able to showcase this, okay? But it's also was healing in real time, so it was actually showing me who I was during this process. And I knew in the beginning that once I completed this process, it would be my graduation. So it was every step that I took to get to this point. But it took me 32 years of survival, of self-doubt, of lack, of scarcity, of living in a wounded place to become free. 32 years. And I transformed it, and I completed it for sure. I graduated, but I created, God, universe, and I created a course of a 6-week initiation transformation from the 32 years of living it, to come back to yourself. And just saying it right now gives me chills, and I'm getting emotional right now. But in the best way, because it is truly a beautiful thing, like the whole process. And thank you. Like the birds think you said too. When I actually took a step back and looked at what I birthed out, I started crying, because I was like, wow, is this what giving birth feels like? I don't have any kids, guys, so, but just to see something that you made from scratch, out of nothing, into something beautiful, and that is so empowering and impactful, that will help the world one ripple at a time, is amazing. I will be doing I'm probably gonna be doing like a countdown to the day where I launch it. I'll probably put that link down below of the waitlist that you can jump onto, and you actually get a free 7-day journal, which actually opens you up to it. And yeah, 7-day like to free yourself a little bit, a 7-day journal. So you get that for free when you sign up on the wait list. And I'm so excited. But you know, the reason why I created this course is because I was tired of suffering myself, and I was tired of seeing others suffer, the people that I love. And I'm just like, I just wanted to know why. I wanted to find out the truth of all things, and I wanted to understand it, and be like, no, like I want to leave something behind that's going to help the world. I want to leave something behind that my next version of myself can find, you know, because I feel that we lack that. I feel like as a collective, we lack this love, this, you know, wanting to get back to our truth, our freedom, you know, and away from imprisonment. But like I said in my other videos, is that I have this biggest knowing that I came onto this earth to go through the hells of life, to help others get through the hells of life, or not go through it at all, or not suffer, let's say suffer. because we don't have to, and it's always a choice. Sorry, I'm like looking at the time, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited to even say it and like share it out loud and just voice this, because it really means a lot to me, and I know that it's gonna again change so many people. So I've laid it out to where it's a 6-week process, and it's a slow drip. So you'll get a course each week, not a course, sorry, a module each week. And each module has like exercises and stuff like that. And yeah, there's like different processes. You start with your awakening and you end with freedom, and it's just so beautiful. It's like, I feel like it's like a lotus flower. You start here and then you start to open up, and just the fact that I can create something in this time span, like with all this knowledge and wisdom, and put it into something just so magical. Ugh. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so just look out for that. You'll be seeing a lot of that. And I also created a workbook to go with it. So you can get the course with the workbook. You can get it without the workbook. You can even get the workbook alone, because it depends. I feel like for different learning styles, some people just learn differently. I definitely encourage getting the course with the workbook. I feel like it's a great flow, and there's more insight on that. It's more in depth, if I want to make that clear. But yeah, and then I also added where we can work together, and I can help you meet you where you are in your journey, and help you get through whatever obstacles that you're going through, because a lot of the times we're just stuck. We don't know, we don't have the answers, we don't see clearly, we don't have that clarity, our mind is fogged. Yeah, so this is why I created the course, and I am so excited to share with you. But I'm gonna leave you on that note. I hope that you're having a sensational day, the rest of the day, and join the Ripple movement if you haven't. Also making that into a membership where you'll be able to see master classes, and we'll get on group calls, and just staying aligned every month, and having tips, and all these good things are coming your way, and I have so much to share from God, and from my heart, truly from my heart. This is heart-led, and that's why it feels so amazing, and right. When it's not force, it's your heart. It's right. So aligned, so divine. Yeah, I'm now just mumbo jumbling, but yeah, click the subscribe button down below. I have to get better with this, but I will over time. Ain't nobody perfect. And I will catch you on the next wave.